There it goes. Close that chat because it's no longer valid. One problem with YouTube streaming is every time you go live, it's a different video, so if you disconnect long enough, it winds up closing out, publishing that stream as complete, and if you reconnect, it's a completely new stream, different listing on your YouTube channel. So, all right, not much missed while I was offline. Seems to be a little bit more stable. We'll see how long that lasts. Continuing to try to catch. What's up here? Nothing. Okay. Trying to catch the 5-star Mimic and Eyeball. There's a Mimic and an Eyeball. That's terribly low. Oh, excuse me. So I need a level 29 Eyeball and a level 30 Mimic. Then I will start catching the elites. Then I will go ahead and do the Mayor's Quest. And then I will finish the game. Should be able to do all of that in one night. Oh. Oh, they do respawn at some point. Okay. They just have a very long respawn time. I can't. Okay, you're level 28. You're not. You're not the one. You're one away from the one, which I guess makes you the two. You're the two, that basically makes you the shit, which I guess is a compliment. But if you're the shit, you're also bananas. B-A-N-A-N-E-S. You're 26. You are far from what I want. You're a 1 star. Which might as well make you a 0 star as far as I'm concerned. Hey, get away from my blue bastard. None respawned up here. I guess they're gonna go in random places. No, not one over there. But at least if they have a respawn, even if it is long, better. I won't have to reset. You're so low, I can catch you without touching anything for the rest of the time.
Morning! Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Alright, let's get some bets. Do you think I'm going to catch a 5-star Eyeball or a 5-star Mimic first? My money's on the eyeball because there's not that many mimics that I'm coming across. Doctors are much more prevalent. Also, depending on how early I finish this game, might get some Atomic Picnic in tonight, if you guys are interested in that. Not that way. A mimic. 29. One away. Story of my life there.
Morning. 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 Nice day for fishing, ain't it? Morning.
I don't like catching them near the bottom because my user info, health bar, and all that gets in the way of seeing their levels. Alright, I gotta find another mimic. I feel like I need to give them a little bit of an extra edge here. Here's one. Yeah. 26. That's the lowest level. You're already dead. Bam. Where's another mimic? Going after the mimics will also let these other guys respawn. Oh, there's one right in the corner of the large chamber. Go for that one next. Ah, so close. Alright, catch one more mimic and then I'll go back to catching eyeballs. Find it. The last one I caught was over there. Okay, so we got lots of mimics. Well, 2 mimics here. That's another low level one. Alright, let's catch some eyeballs, mix it up a bit, give them a chance. Yeah, here I go giving them a chance and they completely blow it. They're being tiny. smaller.
Morning, morning, morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? Morning, 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 morning. Morning, 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 morning.
And there's only 2 more left to get rank 5 zone. So we really don't have too far to go. Problem is, it can take us hours or 1 catch. Kind of random like that. Kind of wish there was something you could do to increase the odds of getting larger fish. That would be nice. Another close one. I pushed the wrong button. Oh, and I'm full of fish. Time to sell.
Morning, 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 morning.
Now, there was one instance where I did get luckier and catch them faster when I was using better quality bait. 3,000 for that one. That's a pricey fish. But I feel like that might have just been confirmation bias. I don't know. Jeez, that was the extended cry session. Right. And yay, I got the Dragonborn helm, but I don't want that. I want to keep my wizard hat
Hello,
on.
my name is Willow.
So I think that is, beside the sales,
Hey, Balin.
yep, everything I can buy from all of the stores. So now the rest of the money I get is just going to be for future generations of fishermen. Let's lean into the confirmation bias. I'm going to use a fairy, the highest quality bait, and see, maybe I will get a rank 5 fish immediately. Or not. Oh, that's the lowest quality mimic. Confirmation bias. It's all random. Okay, yeah, it makes no difference. I'm switching back to the magnet, so I save bait. Fish size is completely random. Undead the sea. Undead the sea. Lots of fish corpses. Sunk in the rooms. Waiting for me
Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
to catch. Come on now. Need us a biggin. Almost. But almost doesn't make it in fishing. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And fishing with hand grenades, which I am not doing. Because I have none. Nothing up there. Well, there we go. We got one. That is going to be our rank 5 spectators Gawker. Bam. All right, the only one left is the Mimic now. And you? big downside to that is mimics are a little less plentiful than the eyeballs. They don't move around either. That's going to be our next one right there, probably. So anyone who bet on the eyeballs, good for you. Oh, one of those is a real chest up there. $29. So close. So far. I'm probably gonna get. That's what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna get level 39 by the time I finish these. Definitely by the time I finish catching all the elites. We'll see. Maybe the next mimic will be a level 30. That way. So we can go down and see if... nope, he hasn't respawned. They do respawn. It's just a very slow timer. And they don't always respawn in the exact same spot. I almost wonder... Uh-oh. He got stuck on that corner. I wonder. Let me check it, because it does take an awful long time to navigate through that. Would it perhaps be faster to just catch the one at the very entrance, reset? Or at least like the first two? Just trying to think of some time economy here. Ooh, that's a big guy. I do like that it seems like all of the elites in this area all spawn in the same spot. Here's one. Yeah, I feel like that's just faster. Quitting to the menu, catching that first one.
Nice day for fishing.
Just because it's so much further to any of them after that. There's the elite mimic. It's a big chest. Well, we don't have to worry about it because this is it. The last fish. Rank 5. We got it. There we go. Finally, some good damn fish. Only a true fisherman can fish all the best fish. Achievement unlocked. Alright. Let's start catching some of these elites. So I've been seeing a few of them spawn here and there. There's one on this level. Where are you? This guy. What do you want? You want mushroom. Alright, I'm going to catch the elite mimic and then come back with a mushroom for you. The elite mimic will go for the same bait as the regular mimic. There we go. Lots of experience for that one. Not quite a level. Alright, let's get the mushroom. Catch the elite fat lava fish thing. Elite magma mullet. Three hits. Be careful. Still not enough for that. Alright, let's see. Is there an elite floating somewhere around this level? I know I haven't caught all of the elites on the top yet. Five-star cod zombie, that's nice. I'm not seeing any right now, so let's move down here, see what's spawned in. Not seeing any in the crystal levels. Get a new elite pop in here. Not seeing one. I might have to reset the region. Any new ones here? No. Okay. Alright. I'm going to reset the region, go sell some things. Grab more fairies. And I need more mushrooms, though. I think, yeah, I have more fairies than mushrooms now. That's new. So I won't use the portal. I will take the long way back. Oh yeah, I figured out a trick here. When the wind kicks in, just go into the pause menu. You don't get blown around when you're in the pause menu. Even stops you from moving midair.
goodness, brave adventurer.
Money, money, money. Jeez. Alright, FoulOne. Okay, so I am missing these 4. I'm missing the emerald and goldfish. Oh wait, I did get the goldfish. Just the emerald on that one. Missing 4 of these and 4 of these. 13 altogether. So if there are none around, I'll just reset. And see what is lurking in the depths below. Do not spy a beat in the dead lair. Sunken ruins. That looks like no elite there. Not seeing one here. Let's look in all the side paths. Over there. I don't think anything does spawn in the side areas there. Alright. So if anything spawned, it spawned in the lava layer. And up, here we go. So you want berries. Okay. And did we get an elite here? We did. You took a worm, so we're taking you. The elite shade skipper. Here's a stone skin potion because we're going to get hard. Yeah, it kind of looks like a xenomorph. Here we go. $39. Alright, let's get a berry for that dragonfish. Salamander, firefish. My defense is really good now. These guys used to hurt a lot. Legends say its fins consist of magic fire sparks, which even glow underwater and handle with care. Alright, that's 2 more down. Reset the area. It's a shame catching elites doesn't actually give you them to sell or anything.
Thank goodness.
Seeing anything on that level or that level. And we got you. You want fairy, okay? You're gonna be a tough one. I remember you were very tough on your normal form, so your elite form's probably gonna be super tough. You also want fairy. Alright, reel back. Time to feed these fish the blood of the innocent. $53,000? Okay, I'm going to prepare for the long haul here. I suspect only the final boss is going to compare to that in terms of how much health they have. Ooh, boy. He would describe himself as hot, exciting, and ready to flounder. Don't trust it, though, because it's a catfish. It's not even its real picture. Just the first result for hot catfish that I found on Google. Alright. The Elite Gloomy Lantern. Go. All right, resetting the waters. knocking these elites out one at a time here. Grab more fairies. Don't worry, fairies. We're going to a fairy park. Yeah. That's okay. They don't have souls anyways. Okay, still no sign of him on this level. No sign of elites in the Crystal Cavern. What do we have here? This one, the Elite Ashen Snapper. It's very low compared to the others. Also, one thing I noticed, this one had no retaliation ability. Just plain attacks, and a lot of them. So I think that is it for the lava level. Oh, got an eyeball. Elite Spectator's Gawker. Oh, I meant to use that. Also going to use shoes, unless it's a little regen. He managed to stun me. Here we go. All right. We are running out of elites left. Let's take a look at the FoulOne bounty board here.
I am Flyodon.
So we still haven't seen any of the Sunken Ruins ones spawn yet. We're still missing the Emerald Emperor from the Crystal Grotto. We just have the Obsidian Oxeye and the Elder Woefish left. And that guy has 20,000 health regular. So less than the Lava Core, actually. Which is kind of interesting. Once we get those two, then it'll have to start spawning in the Sunken Ruins. I don't know why it seems to prioritize the lower levels, but... So that one wants a fairy, that one also wants a fairy. So fairy is going to be my bait for these two. Obsidian. Quite easy. Barely any problem. Alright. But the Elite Elder Woefish, that's going to be quite the catch. This is the most valuable fish on its own. But as an elite form, let's see, do for his heals? So I'm going to consume a strength potion. Knock his defense down. Boost my attack. Pop that. Hit him with a... Okay, he only heals 1,000, so he doesn't heal any more than the other woe scale. He does do a bit more damage. Bam! That was a chunky boy. Alright, so that's everything from the bottom 2 layers caught. And I want to get some more stamina and skin. I want to have at least 5 of each going into the final boss.
Ah!
Oh, brave fisherman.
Got all of those. Now we need an Emerald Emperor and all 4 of these things, besides the vampire crab. Which I've seen them spawning, they just don't want to spawn right now. I feel like berries catch most things on these levels. Aha! Elite Cod Zombie. I guess it wasn't that elite. Whatever the cods of the Sunken Ruins have discovered, they should probably stop chewing on it. There it is, the Elite Emerald thingamajig. Emerald Emperor, yes. Now the only things left are going to be on the upper level, the sunken ruins. So fastest way to respawn everything is just either quit out, continue,
Nice day for fishing.
jump back in the water, see what spawned. And we have the headless one. Who's still got a bit of a head. The beefy-headed barracuda. Done. Spawn in the next one.
Nice day for fishing.
Well, we're just knocking them out now. Now that I don't have RNG to worry about. Ooh. Oh, there it is. A skelly fish. You want berries. Complete skeletuna.
Nice day for fishing.
Yeah.
Morning, morning.
So we still have the meat popsicle fish. There he is. Well, he's extra meaty. You want a berry? You want a worm?
Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Corpse spider. Damn, apparently these fishes adapted to the sunken ruins' peculiar ecosystem and started nibbling on headless barracudas. So is that it? I think that's all of them. Yeah, 15, that's enough to get all of the sales, so let's go get them.
Hello, adventurer.
Yeah. I still prefer the farmer's darling. Garlic sale's the best. Mushroom has the best design. All right. Just take a look here.
Oh, the pie sound.
Yeah, look at that. 100%. All the fish. No survivors. All right, there's two last things to do. The mayor's long quest line, and then finishing the game. So let's see what he's got for us.
Would you like another quest?
Good to see you again, Balin. There are many things to do, many more preparations to make. You remember the sacrifice to Thedon, the god of light, or the light god of the seas? I want to make another one, grander, more remarkable. This time they will listen to me, and I know exactly what to get. Here's another list of things to acquire. This shall catch some divine attention. I believe in your abilities, hero of Honeywood. All right, so we need Sapphire Salmon, Emerald Emperor, and Ruby Ronquill. All of those found in the penultimate layer here. So, Emerald Emperor, I believe that one went for Fairy. probably on the top layer. Where is he? You want mushroom. Sapphires will go for anything. There's the Emerald Emperor. He's way off to the side. Hey, turn around, please. You're at a very awkward angle to try to catch. And you are super, 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 super slow. And you want a berry. Fuck you. One down. There's a sapphire salmon. One more of those to go. Salmon. Now, Ruby Ronquill, which I have no idea what they bait with. I'm assuming berry or mushroom. 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 That was a new record. But I don't need money anymore, so it doesn't matter if I fail to turn this one. Sell it. There we go, Mr. Mayor. I've gotten all of your shiny, sparkly fish. What do you say about that?
Ah, adventurer, you've arrived!
Yes, these are the objects I need. Well done, fisherman. FoulOne can't deny these gifts, and with their help, our precious town will be secure from any potential danger. That was a strenuous quest indeed, my friend. Take this and get some rest. Then we can prepare the conjuration. Bam, rewards.
Ah, adventurer, you've arrived!
Greetings, Balin. Are you ready to make the last preparations for the great invocation of the sea god? I surely am. To present the sacrifice in a proper way, we need a totem, a symbol of worship and our dedication. We need several components to build it. Thus, FoulOne must heed our call. I don't need to mention that this quest is of the utmost importance, Balin, and only your capable hands can do my bidding. Okay, so you want runestone, rock crystal, and obsidian ox eye. Okay, so obsidian ox eye, I do believe. So I think they go for anything. So anyway, let's get the one more runestone. I'm gonna go ahead and catch 2 so that I still have 1 in my inventory because collection reasons. grab this because it could be useful. Hey, stamina potion. It was useful. Alright, raw crystal should be over here. And obsidian oxides. They're going to be in the lava layer. That is Ashen Snapper. Okay, so obsidian oxide is something else entirely. No, they definitely don't. Let's try fairies. The thick obsidian oxide must be the scalier looking ones down in the depths here. You have these guys. And they do go for fairies. I was right. Catch 3 of them.
Morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
One more. All right, Mr. Mayor. We got your fish and crystals and runes.
Ah, adventurer, you've arrived!
Wonderful! With these elements, we can construct a totem truly fit for the light god of the seas. I will instruct Bodger to build it as fast as possible so we can initiate the invocation very soon. I just hope that Thedon will hear me this time. Anyway, this is for you, and maybe next time there's some marvelous news to tell you. Yay, money.
We've been expecting you!
Oh, Balin! I have terrible news! I had a vision of Thedon, but of the bad kind. They made it very clear they wish not to be bothered any further. They even claim to have a champion already. Imagine that! I wonder who that could be. Anyway, I need another collection of materials so I can prepare a ritual to deactivate that malign totem. So much trouble for nothing. I am sorry to disappoint you. Not just you, Balin, but the whole town of Honeywood. But I will make up for it. Bring me the materials while I'm pondering about my next steps. Okay, lots of mushrooms. Firefin fish and Dolderoth Dreadscale. What is a Dolderoth Dreadscale? I'm not remembering which fish that is exactly. Oopsie. I'll grab this one too while I'm down here. That's just a lot of mushrooms, so I'd like to collect a few to make up for the deficiency I'm about to have. So I know the Firefins. I believe they actually go for not fairies, but berries. One second, I got a call. Alright, I am back. Oop. Here I am. Alright, what am I catching? Dread scales and fire fish. Okay, so I know the fire fins are up here. They like berries. Not too hard. They're a little durable, but still not as durable enough, apparently. But that was a 1 star. So that was literally the weakest fire fin I could have caught. Avoid the cod zombies. And the dread scales, looks like they are in the depths there. Let's see if they go for fairies. I think they might. Yeah, I think I know which ones they are, now that I'm thinking about it. I think they're the ones that appear to the right of the first rooms. Not these guys, but the guys that are over here next to the crystal. No? Goldaroth's dread scale. Okay, I gotta look this up now then. I know there's the Elder. Was that an Goldaroth?
All brave.
What the hell is a Goldaroth dread scale? That's the Elder Wolf Wowfish. Do you appear somewhere else? Oh, you're in the ocean. Okay. What do you like? So
I am Diodon.
You like mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, I guess it helps if I'm actually fishing in the right area. You're the big fat fish wreckage. There you are. One more of those. And then we get to do the next exciting quest for our mayor. Mr. Mayor, here's your
Welcome to
stuff.
Honeywood.
Yes, with these materials I shall render that totem ineffective. Again, I am so sorry for the inconvenience, but I will compensate you for that. A good mayor never gives up on leading his town to glory and prosperity. And by the gods, I intend to be the best mayor Azerum has ever seen. Let's begin with another reward for you, my most valuable asset so far, so don't lose faith in your diligent mayor. After that, we'll move on to something else. Bam, money.
Welcome to Honeywood.
Well, after our last spiritual fiasco, I've decided to build connections with the neighboring peoples. Sounds quite reasonable, don't you think? In that regard, I recently learned about some froggy folks nearby, and I'd love to get to know them better. Perhaps we can strike a deal. Some presents would be a great start. You're the man of all things wet, aren't you? I'm sure you know what those fellows prefer. Could you bring me something that'll make a great first impression? Well, they apparently like garlic, eels, and grimtooth. Lichfin eel. I think all of these... Shut up. Trying to just grab garlic and stuff. I think all of these are from the Ghost Woods. Or the sunken ship.
Rise out worthy.
So, yep, that is Grimtooth. He likes fairies. And that is Lichfin Eel. They like fairies too. At least we don't need to vary our fairy fate. One more of those. Alright, now Grimtooth, which if I remember correctly is further to the left down there. one more. That was close. Jellyfish will bite anything. All right, Mr. Mayor.
I have another quest for you.
Oh, look! These things look very nice indeed. With them, I shall be able to impress these froggy fellas for sure. Thank you very much, fisherman. If we're lucky, I can convince these ribbit folks to form an alliance with us, making us safer in the future. Who knows, they might even be useful in other ways too. Your fine selection will guarantee a stronger honeywood, and that shall be rewarded properly. With gold. Yay!
Welcome to Honeywood.
Hello again, my favorite servant. I'm afraid the negotiations with these frawly bullywugs need their time. By the gods, do they have an accent? But in the meantime, I want to give the gods another chance. Just not Thedan. No. Azerom has an abundant pantheon, so we've got plenty to choose from. With the right god on our side, Isalden and his ilk won't stand a chance. Ha! Some of the old gods may prefer some more peculiar gifts of the sea. If you get enough appropriate sacrifices, we could even initiate something like an Eldritch Conference. Wouldn't that be fun? That sounds like a bad idea, but let's just roll with it. My confidence in the godly domains is growing again. This will be the time. I could feel it. Yes! Okay. Slime. I have slime. Slimy snail and slime fish. Well, all of those are here in our very own lake here. I know slime fish like garlic. I can't remember what the snails want. Snail wants mushroom. 2 more slimy snails. Uno más. No snail down. Ah, you spawned on this floor. Alright, Mr. Bear. I've got your slime fish and slime snails and something tells me you're gonna get a slimy god out of this.
I have another quest for you.
Wonderful, just wonderful. These abominable gifts will lure some of the old gods to our climes. Well done, Acolyte. I'm sure I will need several attempts again, but soon they will hear me. They will help me, grant me wishes, fuel me with their godly powers. Whatever. As a token of your loyalty, take this. The Bullywug Lord King gifted me this artifact in return for our lavish presents. And I want you to put it to good use when you are doing my bit saving Honeywood. Bam! Overdrive Opal, and that gave me the Charmed achievement for having all of the charms. So what does this do? And improves fast repair and rage. So it's basically just a weaker version of this. Which improves fast repair and rage, and defensive aura, and scale breaker at the same rate. But I like this because it's offensive. Alright, more quests.
Arrived.
We're eventually going to run out, right? Right? Greetings, Balin. You come to me at the right time, as always. Because after all our groundwork, we shall now be ready to raise our defenses against Izaldan directly. In the end, we will prevail. Thus, I task you with fetching several magic creatures, for I will use their powers to create an impenetrable barrier against any Dark Lord. Nobody else tried this scheme before, thus you will be one of the great pioneers when it comes to magical ramparts. Exciting, isn't it? Now let's go! We have much work to do. And by we, I mean you, Mimic, Feathered Flounder, and Unicod. Well, the Flounder and the Unicod are both down here. Flounder goes for any bait, so I will use the one that I have the most of, which is apparently palm nuts. Unicod, I believe they go after fairies. Fuck. I was rubbing my eye. I bumped a catfish. One more chicken fish. Time for Unicards. Two more Unicards. Alright, time for the last Unicard. Brilliant. Time for the mimics. Not on this side. Got to go here. Oh, here's one right away. Oh. You're not a mimic, you're just a chest. Lame. This, nope. One. Yep. Yes. Alright. Dos más. Last one. juked him into going the wrong way. Okay, that is definitely a Yimyik. All right. We have all of your unholy abomination of fish.
I have another quest for you.
Ha ha! Yes! What nice specimens they are! These shall suffice to fulfill our noble purpose. No one will ever take Honeywood away from me. But don't celebrate just yet, my loyal liege. This is only the first step in my glorious master plan to become the ruler of the great empire of Honeywood. Take this for your great effort, hero. Together we will achieve a great deal. You will see. Alright, Mr. Mayor, you're starting to scare me a little bit.
Would you like another quest?
Welcome back, fisherman. It is time for the next step of subjugating Azeroth, or saving Honeywood for good. I have read about a sacred engine, which should definitely complement the protection of our new magical friends. I want to build it in my basement, which requires some special components. You may have already guessed it, my savvy servant. I want to entrust you with this holy mission, acquiring these materials to proceed. Believe me, we are on the home stretch. Yay, the home stretch. Okay, well, these are all materials, actually. So, a soul gem, which I have 1, and then 5 obsidian, which is going to be annoying as fuck. I can only collect, I believe, 2 at a time. Yeah. Grab an extra soul gem, just so I still have one in my inventory. Maybe by the time I get it, it's start respawning. If not, I will just reset. Spawning it. Not yet. Yeah, I'll just reset. That's what we're waiting.
Nice day for fishing. Nice day for fishing, ain't it? Nice day for fishing, ain't it? Morning.
chat. And last obsidian. Alright, let's go to the ghost ship and grab one more ectoplasm. Excuse me. I believe it's on this side. All right, Mr. Mayor. I have done the dirty
Would
deeds.
you like another quest?
You have obtained all components! Just perfect! Haha! Who needs the gods when you can play God yourself instead? Purely hypothetically, of course. Building this machine will take time, but Bodger will assist me greatly here. In the meantime, there are other preparations to make. You, however, did your part well as always, so take your quasi-salary and meet me again very soon. The next epic quest is waiting for you already. Yay. Alright, what do we got now?
Another quest?
Ah, Balin, I was looking for you. As foretold, there are other glorious quests which can only be solved by a hero like yourself. As you may remember, I have fancied the alchemistic arts for a while. I like to make use of this knowledge, especially since the already powerful engine inside my basement won't suffice. But I won't brew these concoctions myself. My expertise will serve the purpose of appraisal. There are several potions I want you to get, so they can be tasted at a professional event. A party for potions, you might say. Here's a list of the tonics I require. They will contend against other samples, and the winners shall be used for the fight against Isaldrin. Well then, my hero, let the search begin. Shh, fuck you, man. You want that many? Good lord.
Fisherman?
That's like most of my entire supply. Alright.
Oh, hey, Balin.
I'm gonna need some for the final battle, so I will get my spell. What was it? Stamina
Hey,
and
Balin.
stone skin. Oh, that's basically taking all of my worms, you bastard. And stamina. That basically takes all of my garlic. Alright, you better be happy.
Ah, adventurer, you've arrived!
Ah, with this fine potion selection, victory will be mine! I mean ours, of course. Good job, my dear vassal. Mind that not only efficacy will be a criterion to success, but also taste. Last time I was very keen on the palm nut flavor, thus I'm going to keep this signature feature. Yum! There is some of the event budget left, so it's only fair to grant you a proper pay for your excellent job. Here you are! Alright, are you almost done?
Quest?
Are we almost done with the mayor quests? Oh, good lord, I am dropping so many frames tonight. I'm gonna have to talk to my ISP. This is getting a little out of hand. 10%, and that's after doing a reset. Ugh. Like, it's dropping down to 500 kilobits per second. That is unacceptable. And they were just out a month ago. This is stupid. Anyways, moving on. Look at us, my dear lackey. Our goal is almost achieved, and very soon Honeywood will not only be secure, but prosperous as never before, because their mayor will pave the way to power for a very long time. My mythical machine has been built, but it needs fuel to work, mythical fuel. And I have an educated guess where and how to get it. There are more magical beings you must fetch, so we can use their magical properties for this grand purpose. Now hurry, Balin, our destiny is near, and all too soon our efforts will pay off. Don't lose any more time. Alright, so West End Cove Wolffish and Spectator's Gawker. West End Cove Wolffish.
I am FoulOne.
So, Spectator's Gawker. Okay, that's the eyeball. Wolffish. Okay, that's this, guys. Berries. Anything. Okay. Redfish in the depths here. Bitch. One more. And I'll be right back.